Hey, BassGeek here, and I'm telling you, this year the bass have caught on to some topwater baits that we've been fishing out deep. But I've got something they've never seen yet, and I'm going to share it with you. That's right, geeks. It has gotten tough. Listen, we have fished for busting bass and topwater fish out over 50, 60, 80, 130 feet. You can go back and watch the videos to see us doing it. I will leave a link in one where we catch almost 20 pounds over 30-foot ledge at the end of this video if you stick around. Now, but all that being said, these bass are getting used to us doing this. We've got something new in our bag of tricks that just come out that we're going to show them. Not only that, but we've got something that's old school with a new twist for you bank and creek anglers and you pond anglers, and it's even something I'm excited about fishing shallow when these lakes begin to drop and it gets a little more dirty. And to beat it all, I've got something great for all you geeks that love to learn and are building your tackle arsenal right now. Let me show you this stuff. So the first thing I want to show you is the new bank and creek bag from LureNet. Now, what I always love about this is they send you some custom colors that you can't get anywhere else. So you can buy these individually. They come out every 2 months. You can actually go subscribe to them and get them sent to you every 2 months. Great way to build your tackle. Great way for us old heads to kind of do some stuff that maybe we don't use normally. And it's a great way for you to get into some very finesse baits, even on the lake, because it is a bank and creek bag. It also comes in a pretty cool little waterproof bag, and I've got a 15% code for all this stuff that you can save money on. Like I said, what I really like is a lot of the custom colors that they send in this. You can also go and pick these up, but they only make a few of them. They only make about 300 of these. So let's dig in. So if you haven't seen my video on this, you need to go check this out. And if you stay to the end, I will show you an incredible trick with this little bait in another video. This is the spinning image, and this is bone olive. Next up, it's going to be some Great Lakes finesse. This is the juicy Hellgrammite, and this is brown pumpkin special. Now, it is that time of year I love to throw a grub when the water temps start to drop. And here is some walleye grub in Truegill. I love bandits this time of year. It is an incredible crankbait that I think a lot of people overlook unless you're from my area. And this is a Bandit 200. I like the 2s and 3s in citrus shad. Here's another one of those custom colors, and one of the things that I love about the website LureNet, again, 15% off with my code gets you all of this stuff at a discount. This is the paint shop. They release like 300 unique baits painted in ways that you cannot get. And when I go, I normally buy about 4 or 5 of them, especially if it's something I like the Heddon Spooks, right? This is another one of those that I would buy a bunch of, and this is crackled, I think it's spitted or spotted frog. Something I love to throw this time of year are finesse wire baits, and Booyah has got one of the best. This is the Pond Magic Truegill. Love these little spinner baits. And it's still topwater season, baby, and look at this little thing. I am glad I'm not giving this bag away because that is just nasty. The Booyah PM Buzz in Truegill. The other thing that I always love that they throw in a little bit of terminal tackle, and this is one of my favorite little finesse heads. It can be used for a lot of different things, including crappie, but I also love to use these for tiny little swim baits, like 2 inches, 2.5 inches. These things are incredible. And again, this is Great Lakes. This is the Stealth Ball and Matte Brown. Really good hooks on these, by the way. 1/8 ounce head, you can do a lot with it. As always, they come with a couple of good stickers and another discount card that I'll keep for myself. Woo, that's going on the boat. Now, Rebel has come out with something pretty unique. They've come out with what I feel like is something that a lot of us, especially fishing clear water, we do to a lot of our baits, and we'll rough them up and kind of get that new shine off of them so that they're a little more matte. And they've done it to a few of their, what I call, classic staples, right? And we're going to start off with, they've got about 4 colors in each one of these, and this is the matte series, and this is the Rebel Cricket Hopper Popper. You want to talk about a really finessey little bait that's going to get you some big bites? Well, here it is. And this color is rusty brown. This one is matte brown. This is Army Cricket, and this is Fire Cricket. So they've got 2 sizes in the standard diving Cricket Hopper, which is a big and your standard. All right, so they've got 4 colors in these. I'm just going to show you the colors. You've seen the size difference. This is matte brown. This is Fire Cricket. This is Army Cricket. And this is rusty brown. And for sure, you really cannot forget about the good old Rebel Crawl when it comes to the matte series. Now this comes in 4 sizes. I'll try and show you the difference here. It comes in the big wee crawl. It comes in the wee crawl, the middle wee crawl, and the teeny wee crawl. And again, these come in 4 colors, so I'm just going to show you the big ones right here, the deeper diver ones. And I'll tell you, I'm pretty excited about the big deeper diver ones. This is Tiger Crawl. This is Rusty Crawl. This is Winter Crawl. Last but not least, Gully Crawl. All right, geeks, so you know I'm excited about this because what Heddon's done is they've reimagined, you can tell we've already used this one, the Super Zara Spook. They've redesigned it and it is incredible. They've come out with some new colors for it, and what I love is they made it silent. Me and Mike were fishing the other day, and one of the things that we discovered very quickly is that the bass really have gotten used to that 1 knocker tone. A lot of the people around here are beginning to use that bait to catch a lot of fish, and those bass are catching on to it. Now, I will say this, I'm gonna give a shout out to my boys at Heddon. Come on, man, you didn't give me a pearl melon, but they did give me something else, and I'm gonna show you geeks because it was a paint job that was only available in the paint shop a few years back in the Spook Junior, but they come out with it in the new Super Zara Spook. So, like I said, they've really kind of made these, even though they're big, they're the Super Spook, they've made them for clear water, for finicky bass. So they're not going to make a sound. They've got a big ball bearing in the back. They cast a mile. They're a pretty heavy bait, to be honest with you, but they're very subtle. They've got a nice wide glide action, just like the 1 knocker. They're actually modeled after the 1 knocker body, and so it's really something I'm super excited to get my hands on. And like I said, you could tell I couldn't even wait to tell you guys about them as we started using them today. Another thing that I love that they've done is they put a feather on the back. Now with a clear bait in the fall, if they're chasing small shad, you wouldn't believe with a clear bait how well they will target that as a small shad. Sometimes I'll even cut it down. Shout out to my boy Joey teaching me that trick when he come up here last time and fishing was horrible. Sorry Joey, I owe you one. But that is incredible, and they will swallow that back hook. Now, they've got several different colors. I'm gonna run through them right now. This is clear minnow. This is the color that you guys hear me talk about all the time, that I tell you you can't get in the Spook Junior, and this is Rapture. You want to talk about a bait that the smallmouth love, this color right here, it will get you lit up. One of my favorite colors in the Boyo by Heddon is bluegill fry, and they brought that over to the new Zara Super Spook. You've always got to have a low light color. This is one of my favorite, not to mention smallmouth love a good black walking bait. This is black and white. Now, I'm going to guess the smallmouth's going to love this too, because look at that chartreuse belly. This is TK Hammer. This is Okie Shad. Believe it or not, one of my favorite colors, or I should say lack of color, clear. This is called Florida. Another one of my favorite colors, Smoker. And the same thing I said about low light, you can't go wrong with a bone. You gotta have one named after Lake Fork to catch those big bass down there. This is Lake Fork Shad. And this may become one of my favorite colors. This is Translucent Bone. Again, use that 15% discount. I'll put it in the description below. Links to all of this gear will be there, including the bag. And guys, go check them out. You know I'm a huge fan of the things that they do over at LureNet. Great baits, incredible paint jobs. What other large company is going to do that sort of thing for you? Custom paint jobs, custom colors in their plastics too. You need to go check that out. And I'm crazy excited about the new Super Spook. Crazy excited about that. So like I was saying, if you want to check out what's cool about the spinning image and why it puts off bubbles better than any other plopping style bait, go check this video out right here. As always, questions, comments in the comment section below. You geeks know I love to talk fishing with you. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell. Be part of the 100% Watch Squad. Help me live my dream and fishing for a living. I love you geeks.